Libra, your energy is coming in very powerful. It feels like you're leading the charge. Now, this could be spiritually, energetically, but there's something you're focused on or that you're doing that is making significant waves and changes, not just in your energy field, but in others as well. And the first thing I heard in my meditation was sustain the forgotten. Maybe you're retrieving familial history, you're doing some ancestral work. Maybe this is you are doing some kind of advocacy on behalf of a group of people, or maybe this is even just with yourself. You're sustaining what you've forgotten about yourself or what others have forgotten about you. You're bringing it back up to the surface. It feels like maybe you were in a little bit of a lull or a quiet period, and now you're coming out of it. And it's like everything that people forgot about you or what was forgotten in general, you're bringing back up to the surface. And these are parts of you that are powerful. These are parts of you that should be seen and will be seen. Or if this is you working with other people, you're bringing, I'm hearing you're bringing people back to life. You're bringing something back to life. You're putting something front and center so that it can't be ignored. Now, if you're in some kind of conflict or I'm hearing negotiation with someone, it feels like something has fallen by the wayside. Something has been forgotten. It's been long gone in the past, but it's very important to whatever's going on now. It's critical. And you're going to bring it back up. You're going to revive it. It feels very powerful and feels very guided. Then I also got follow the henchman. I have no idea what that's about, but perhaps there's somebody who's doing something that you wouldn't do or that is in service of you maybe, or I don't know. There's somebody here. Maybe they're a little bit rogue or they're working under someone. But there's something that they're doing that is significant for you to see or for you to follow. And I don't mean like follow as in they become the leader. It's more of like keep track of. The henchman. Let me just see what they say about henchman. Such a bizarre word to come through. Yeah, a henchman, exactly. Someone who carries out an unpleasant task for a powerful figure. And it could be you, right? Someone's carrying out a task for you in the service of good. Or it could be someone else. Maybe you're watching someone do something wrong and they have a henchman of some sort. Okay? It says historically an attendant, page, or squire, like a knight's attendant. I don't know. A villain doing dirty work. So that's what I got. Follow the henchmen, keep track of them. And then I got turn around. And when I got that, it meant I felt it literally, like maybe you need to turn around and see what's behind you right now. There could be a clue, a sign, a synchronicity, or you find yourself looking for something. You're in a bit of a pickle or a predicament. You need to turn around. There's something behind you. I'm getting specifically behind you, maybe now or maybe later. Or this could even be behind you, like forgotten, the past, that will be useful for you to see. So I'm going to get into the cards and see what comes through for you, Libra. I'm very excited because I feel this energy is very bold, very powerful, and like spiritually righteous. Not in an egoic righteous way, but it feels like you're doing some kind of important work on yourself or on others. Coming out right away is teachability and connectivity. Yeah, exactly. You're teaching others in the web. Okay, can I just get one card for Libra? What is the main focus of this reading for Libras? More than one card keeps wanting to come out. The universe is your partner in the hand, straddling worlds, wandering between realms, vanishing mirror, ego sublimation, and woodwives, adaptability. Something is changing around you, and you are something you're bringing forward is allowing you to adapt to the situation. You're shattering people's egos is what I'm getting. Straddling between worlds. Straddling between realms. This is that like sustaining the forgotten, not allowing something to be lost in another world. Could even be you, right? Like you don't want to lose yourself with something. Okay, Spirit, I just want one. Thank you for the messages, though. Thank you. First breath, beginner's mind. Okay. So you're ushering in a new life for yourself or for others. Something is right at the beginning stages. This is a good time astrologically for you to do this. This also reminds me of Justice, the way she's holding the planets, which is what? Maybe Neptune and Mars. So there's something about balancing out the need for drive, ego, willpower, ambition with the more flexible, more introverted side of you that is creative and psychic and intuitive. So whatever you're doing, it's very intuitively guided. So let me get more, Spirit. Let me find out what's going on here. Tell me the energies that are supporting Libra at this time. The Captain. See, I told you. You're leading something. The Acolyte. New projects and learning. There's something you're starting. It's a new chapter. It's a new phase. And you're leading the way. This could be in a relationship, in a job. It could just be in your family, in your life. Just for you, for yourself. But it's very good for you, this new project. Beginner's mind. Go into whatever you're going into as a beginner. You know, you do have a lot of experience and you are the leader, you are the captain. But you need to keep your mind open. So go into whatever it is that you're doing with the question like, what is it that I don't know, that I need to know? And what is it that I want to learn from this time, from this situation? Because while you're putting forward a lot of your strength and giving something a lot of your strength and expertise, or like you just know what you're doing, okay, you know what you're doing. It's still important to balance that out with being open to discovering something new, the unexpected. Okay, so let's see what energy you may need to tap into and get more of. Something you need more of right now. If anything, we'll see for Libra. Maybe you're starting a new course, a channel, I don't know. The Queen, determination and sacrifice. The Priest, perseverance and faith. And the King. Ooh, this could be about a relationship. Seeing the King and Queen. Control, reversal of fortune. A priest and the King and Queen. Turn around. Follow the henchman. One second. Let me just get the outside energy so I can get a better idea of what's going on here. The Archer. Biding your time and planning ahead. And it came out in reverse. Follow the henchman. There's something you need to plan, or you need to see someone's plan with something. I'm not sure how I feel about this Queen and King and the Priest. Something you need more of. There's you are very strong-willed, but don't forget there's other players in the game. Okay, I'm not saying you're playing games, it's just an analogy. There's other people in the mix of whatever you're going to do or whatever you're doing. Some of you might need to look into the relationship between people. We're getting real specific now. or the contracts that people have with each other. There might be something you need to see there. How committed is somebody to a certain idea? How committed are you? It's just for your knowledge to understand more about the dynamic, or more about this place you're stepping into and leading people to, or leading yourself. Like, this feels very official to me. It feels like there's a priest, right? There's somebody here who's brought two things together. Like, it's some kind of union over here that you need to learn more about. I also feel like there is some kind of battle or struggle between sacrifice and control. It's like somebody is trying to take control and the other person is being told to sacrifice, but they're also very determined. I don't know what this is about, but there's definitely a rift here. I want clarity on this, Spirit. First, let's find out, what is it that you're beginning? What is it that you're beginning? Four of Earth, Four of Pentacles, Queen of Air. Well, in some ways, I'm going to get more information, but in some ways, this is you, like, this is determination. This is you saying, I'm not going to give up on what I have or what I had. You know, I'm going to keep growing something. Okay, hold on. But it's a new project. Four of Fire. Sustain the forgotten. This is like you turning the tables, or it's like somebody said you didn't have what it takes, or you didn't have enough, or like you needed more of something before you could be successful, or you're not like a good person, or whatever they said to you. Something that made you feel less than, or that you were not valued. It's like you're proving someone wrong. With the Four of Fire, you're turning the Four of Pentacles into the Four of Wands. And the Four of Pentacles can be, you know, a miserly kind of energy, holding back, being overly protective, not seeing the value in things. But you're turning that perception of you, or that energy that maybe you had, into something sustainable, something to celebrate, something solid and secure. It's like you're repurposing something, or you're seeing the value here, maybe in your own ways. Somebody might have told you in the past, you know, Libra, it's not good to be like that. You're holding on to too much, or, you know, I don't know, you won't open up, etc., etc. And now you're saying, well, wait, I'm going to use that energy and actually make that work for me. Some of you are creating a home for yourself or for others, or you're giving other people support, or yourself, from nothing, from barely anything. It's a real rise here. It's a fresh start. It's a beginning. But there's something going on here. I don't feel good, like energetically, intuitively, about this priest, king, and queen situation. So, Spirit, tell me more about the priest, queen, and king. What is going on over here? Tell me first about the queen. The alchemist, temperance. The queen, determination and sacrifice. Well, this is about learning what you must let go of in order to balance things out, what you must take in to create balance. The queen is showing up here too. The Queen of Swords, the Queen of Air. It almost feels like somebody wants you to do something strange, or you're watching someone else do something strange. Okay, what about the priest? Five of Cups, Five of Water. What's going on, Libra? The King, Everlasting Flame, Ace of Wands. I don't like that. It's like you are on such a roll here. You're so strong. You got things going. You decided to take some kind of shot at something. You're going to do it. First breath. Sustain the forgotten. And then over here, there's some other kind of energy that you need to pay attention. You need more of this. You need more awareness about what's going on over here, because there's somebody maybe like trying to direct something that they have no right directing. And there's even somebody over here saying like, you're going to regret this, or this isn't really good for you. See how this priest is looking over at the queen? And we have the priest and the queen here. So this is the queen and this is the priest. You see how he's looking over at the queen, and she's an alchemist. She's doing something. She's determined. She's working with the truth. Queen of Air, she's turning nothing into something. And the priest is like, I don't know about that. There's somebody here who feels like they have authority or power in a situation. And maybe you need more of this energy for yourself. Like you need to take more of the power back, you know, like don't allow this person to have that much power. And then the king is coming out, which says control, reversal of fortune, as the everlasting flame. And it feels like this person is saying, you can't do something without me, or I control the finances. I don't know, it's like that energy. Somebody who's like saying, I can give you what you want, or I could burn it all down. This is why you need to plan ahead for something. This is odd, Libra. What's going on? This is resonating. It feels very specific. Can I get a little bit more with the first breath? What's happening here, Spirit? What are we talking about? Groupthink, mindful. Yeah, the king, queen, and the priest. There's other people involved here. And they have some thoughts of how things should go. You have something more original to offer. And then balancing act, dances on one foot, right? So you're trying to balance out what others are doing, or what they're influencing a situation somehow, or at least you feel like they are. You could be trying to lead some people away from this energy here. Or yourself. Like, I don't want to be a part of that anymore. There's some kind of control over here that somebody's trying to exercise over your own transmutation, or your own energy, your own projects, your own new beginning. And then there's another person who also kind of doubts you in some way. And you're trying to figure out, well, like, how do I do this with this with these energies around, or putting in their 2 cents? Okay, so let's see what's going on here for Libra. I want to say the issue is them and not you. And I don't always say that, because usually the issue is also us. Okay. But I feel like even in the beginning, I felt so strong, and I felt so like, yes, you're on the right track here. This is good what you're doing. It's for the good. And then this energy comes in, and it's like, huh? It's like a downer. It's like somebody's telling you something's not possible, and it totally is. Maybe there's, like, I'm just going to give an example. It doesn't have to be this, but there's, okay, so you want to take some kind of degree in something, but you don't have the prerequisites. And someone's saying, you can't do that. Choose something else. Choose a new path. But you can do it. There's just a different way to do it. You have to sustain the forgotten. You bring you have some skills that would be valued in this program. And they're going to be more valued than the prerequisite. It's that kind of energy. Or there's an apartment or a house that you want to get, and somebody's saying that's out of your price range, but there's something you could do. It's that energy. It could be in a relationship. You know, you apply it as it resonates. Who are these naysayers? Okay, let's see. For Libra. And I feel like the biding your time, it could be that somebody else is kind of sitting back and watching what you're doing. Okay? I don't know why they feel compelled to do that, and I don't feel really guided to find out either. So, so maybe that's a message here. Like, try not to give them so much attention in terms of like, why are they like this with me? Okay, let's see. Yes, Libra. Okay, let's see. Let's keep going. I feel like that's a message for you too. Keep going. Okay. Yeah, it's clear. Somebody has an opposing opinion to you, or they're not supportive of you. I feel like you know you don't need this energy. Oh, hold on. 9 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles, and the 4 of Cups. Yeah, no, I feel like you don't need them. You don't really, it's almost like you don't really care, or you know at a fundamental level that you don't really need their support, or you don't need their resources, or you don't need their money, but you're in some kind of position where you're forced to contend with them. I don't know. It's like they've appointed themselves as your opposition. Follow the henchman. Maybe this king and queen has a henchman of some sort, doing some kind of dirty work. Let's not put that. Is that true? Yeah, Queen of Fire, Queen of Wands. Here's the henchman doing something. Well, what are they doing? The Lovers. Oh, we have the Lovers here as your challenge. This deck has more than one Lovers card. They could, there could be, if some stranger pops up, or somebody who wants to suddenly work with you comes out of nowhere, I would ask them a few questions, vet them, okay? Because I don't know who they are. They're there at Knight of Pentacles. They're there to get some information, or they're there with some other intended purpose. Now, this isn't a message to be suspicious of everyone you come across, but if someone pops up and you're like, that's weird. This is weird. Who is this person? Follow that intuition. Okay, because I feel like it's not random. Okay, your overall energy is the destined, the star. See, your original thought, your original path, beginner's mind, destiny. You're on the right path. This is beautiful. You're leading others. Okay, so tell me more about Libra and the destined. Yeah, you're destined for something, and some others are like, I don't really think so. Who are they? 8 of Air, 8 of Swords. Well, don't you let their thoughts become yours. Do not do that, Libra. You might not see a clear path on how you're going to turn this 4 of Pentacles into the 4 of Wands, but you will. Okay, I'm seeing it here. You're going to lead yourself out of something sticky, or something where you feel like you don't have something that you need. Okay, life is amazing. When we look back, sustain the forgotten. When we look back and we think like, oh, wasn't it funny how at that point in my life, I had no idea how I was going to make this work. I didn't even expect this to happen, and it all just kind of fell in place. Now, sometimes in life that doesn't happen, but sometimes it does. And sustain that forgotten energy that you have to make things work in your favor, because you do. Okay, the 8 of Swords is not going to take down your star energy unless you allow it to, which is your own thoughts, going round and round in your head like this. I don't know how to make this happen. This is never going to happen. It is going to happen. But I would be very wary of this group over here, whatever this is, or these people. Maybe they don't know each other. Maybe they do. But they're jealous, or they're controlling. for their own reasons, okay? Maybe it's about you, maybe it isn't about you. But you have to follow that intuition and that knowing you have, that you don't need anything they have to offer. If someone's offering you something that keeps them bound to you, or keeps your vision under wraps, not allowed to grow, then don't go for it. I'm just getting this, and I'm not seeing it in the cards. It's just coming through to me, okay? So take it or leave it. But I'm getting the sense that someone is coming through to stop you from doing something quite miraculous in your life. It's as if to distract you or to pull you back into something toxic maybe, because you're starting to get going. It's like suddenly they do a 180 and here they are. They know you don't need them. And they know you know that too. Okay, they need you though in some way. 5 of Swords. At least they think they do. But it's not healthy, whatever that is. This could be someone who's in this situation over here that I've been talking about with the group, or it could be someone else. This is also why you need to plan ahead with what you're doing with the star, because as you definitely want to allow for uncertainty and the unknown to come through in your destiny, you also want to make some plans so that when things pop up, you can say to yourself, well, is this in alignment with my plan? Or is this going to derail me from my plan? And if you know something's going to derail you, well, then you have the knowledge to make the best decision you can. Okay, so what you don't see coming is the world. And on this card, it says the tribe, another card about groups and people. I was just talking about Stonehenge a couple days ago, and I was thinking about it last night. Maybe I even had a dream about it. The edge of the world, I'm hearing. There is something beyond that you can see that maybe others can't. Something about timing too. Something could happen around the solstices that could be significant for you. But what you don't see coming is this tribe, these people. And what are they doing? What are they doing? King of Water, King of Cups. Well, it's like I don't want to say playing on your emotions, but it's like they're making you distracted. You're getting distracted around something emotional while they hide their emotions. Does that make sense? Give me one more, Spirit. 6 of Water, 6 of Cups. They're bringing up the past, sustain the forgotten. Interesting. Or perhaps they're trying to make you, they're bringing up the past, but selectively. They might be trying to make you forget some of the things that happened in the past that taught you a lot of lessons, okay, about what mattered and what didn't matter. No, Wolfie. I'll be with you in a moment, buddy. Okay? Interesting. Okay. So let's look at why the world is coming to you and why you don't see it coming. We have the siren, the devil. Well, you don't see it coming because they're being very sneaky with whatever it is they're doing. Okay, 1 second. Let me let him in. Damn, you're persistent. What? Oh, you're so cute. You're so cute, Libra. He wants to come in and be cute. Okay. Let's see here. You don't see them coming because they're the devil, because they're sneaky, the siren. It's something they're saying or the way they're saying something to you. They could be offering you something, presenting, calling you. They're luring you in some way with the siren card. And why this is happening, why all these people suddenly have an opinion, is to get you to see how maybe you're valuing other people's perspectives and opinions too much, or what role they've played in your decisions. Now Spirit is getting you to look at that part of your shadow that really takes others into consideration, maybe before you take yourself into consideration. Okay, so this is for your own growth that this is happening. But they are sneaky. 3 of Pentacles, and they're working together. Oh, damn, Libra. Maybe on an astral plane, maybe literally. Is this like a spiritual thing? Like, why are they so threatened? Why are they so threatened of Libra, Spirit? The Sun, Creator. Will you bring truth, illumination, growth? You could be exposing something. You're creating some new path that they don't like, they don't want. You're bringing justice in. 7 of Swords. Oh, you're illuminating deception and lies. Well, no wonder they're threatened. Whatever path you're forging is simultaneously revealing lies about a group or about a bunch of people or about different people in your life. It's like, I'm hearing, let the cards fall where they may. It's like the actions you take unexpectedly show other people's hands and how they've been cheating at something, or they've been playing unfairly, or they've been dubious. Okay, let me let them out now. All right. There you go. Did you see what I was doing? Okay, Libra. So that's interesting. So let's see. Your opportunity is the 9 of Earth, I said. Interesting. Well, that's out here too. To know that you're free, solid, stable. You can do something on your own, okay? You're independent, but the 9 of Fire for your opportunity. This is resilience. This is keep going. And also boundaries and barriers. So tell me more about the opportunity for Libra. The loner, the hermit. You don't need these people. You're smarter than they are, I want to say. You have more wisdom, more experience, more class. Okay, there's some underhanded things going on there and you see straight through it. And instead of running for the hills like they should, or keeping their mouth shut, I'm even getting, they're reacting. They're trying to regain control. They're trying to dismiss you. They're trying to make you feel like whatever you're doing isn't really working. Now, if you don't know who these people are, maybe this is a part of yourself that's telling yourself that you can't do something that you can. Okay, and you need to tap into that inner wisdom, that inner light that knows you got this. It's pretty amazing. 4 of Pentacles to the 4 of Wands, the Queen of Swords. This is like, no, I know I can do this. You told me I didn't have enough? Watch and see what I build. You told me I wasn't good enough? I'm going to celebrate myself because it's going to work. So keep that mentality. Your challenge is the Lovers. This is that contract. And this is the feeling like somebody might just pop up. Okay? It's giving me the vibe. It doesn't have to be this. But it's giving me the vibe of like your ex doesn't... But it doesn't have to be this. Your ex isn't talking. You and your ex aren't talking anymore. But they want to keep tabs on you. They want to know what you're doing. So they send somebody in to pretend to be like a new interest. It's like, ugh. It's ick. It's the henchman. So I feel like you got to be aware of who you're making deals with, who you're signing contracts with, who you're giving information to, and what their allegiance is or not with this group over here that's kind of weird. All right? Tell me more about the Lovers. And this person's holding on very tightly, you know? Two of Pentacles. This could be a dilemma for you. If you are connected to this person or one of these people and you like them or you work for them or you're still in a relationship with them and you're trying to balance out their wants and needs with your own or their perspective with your own, that's perfectly fine to take that into consideration. But ultimately, you have to act in the way that your soul is guided to act. As the leader, you have to take the lead on this situation, not let someone else lead you here. Taking command, teamwork. Because this card says teamwork, it could also be the case that there's a group of people you're leading and they're just kind of they've gone rogue. They're doing weird things, okay? They're not organized. They are running amok in some sense. And you need to put your foot down here and take something in a new direction. That could be for some of you. Others of you just need to get away from them. So let me see your advice. And I'm also going to do an extended reading. In the extended, I go a layer deeper. We see what else is underneath. It tends to get more specific because there's less of you there. If you're interested in that, the link is in the description box below. If you don't want to go to that, you don't like that idea, then Spirit already knew that about you, okay? And didn't leave you hanging, didn't leave anything out for you personally. So don't feel like you need to go there, only if you're guided. Queen of Water for your advice, Queen of Cups. This is self-love and intuition and following your creative path. But self-love, taking care of yourself. And staying aware, okay? Like, see how she's looking over her shoulder? Turn around. Yeah. Just looking over her shoulder, like, what are you guys doing over there? And it's not like looking over your shoulder so that you need to be scared, but aware, okay? Aware. I want to find out more, though, before I go to the extended. Guardian of Air, Knight of Swords. Somebody says something, okay? And it's weird what they say. It's like, how did you know that? Or that's odd that you would say that. Or maybe they say something nasty. It cuts dry in some way. You got to pay attention to that. You're going to pick up on something. It's going to be important for you to catch that. You'll know where someone stands or what something's about. You'll hear some kind of deception in their words. Maybe not literally, but you'll pick something up. What is the deceit? The Rebel, Justice. Oh, that's so interesting. You could be dealing with a Virgo. They had a whole thing about rebels and justice. And the Wounded, the Hanged Man. Well, look at you. You're getting justice for the wounded. The wounded you, the wounded others. And maybe they're not, even though they say they are. Well, let's not do a maybe. Let's hear. What are they actually doing? Two of Wands and the Knight of Cups. Well, they're not really sure what they're doing. It's kind of like they'll do something if they see an opportunity. An opportunity for what? I want to follow this a little bit more. I'm a Libra rising. I want to follow this a little bit more. Princess of Earth, Page of Pentacles, and the Sorcerer, the Magician. Yeah, it's like they go where the opportunity is. They don't necessarily do what's right. They don't necessarily care about who gets hurt with the wounded. They're not necessarily seeking any kind of justice or balance or fairness. Instead, their focus here is on learning how they can gain more power and control in a situation. And they don't really do anything until they see a clear path to that. All right, Libra, that's what I have for you. I hope that helped. I love you so much. I'll see you next time.